Welcome in to the second leg, DNVR Bets Daily. And Dre,
Ryan?
Perfect night on Friday. Quietest perfect night we've ever had. It's kind of one of those, just hand the ball to the referee because we've been here before. We had been there on Monday. So, we didn't need to flex on it or anything.
Yep.
We just toss the ball to the ref, go back to the sidelines, get back to work.
Also, we go perfect early in the night, still could have gone ultra perfection with some parlays. So I think we were both staying quiet to not jinx it. And then, we all were busy doing other stuff like you post-game show and me making more bets for the rest of my weekend.
Yeah, with all due respect to Colorado State University, I will never again be including them in my all Colorado parlays.
That's probably where we went wrong.
I was trying to be like a nice Colorado guy, include everyone.
The last time,
yeah, exactly. I was trying to be a company man. I wanted to include everyone.
I know.
And I went against my gut, and it cost me dozens of dollars.
I usually don't approve. Of a lot of your pettiness towards the Rams. Frankly, I think it's above you or
below you.
I'm gonna stick with above you. But
doesn't make sense.
This I do condone. This I do allow. The universe knew something was off.
Freezer's over for Austin.
Let's go, Austin.
We're back.
I thought of Austin as we went perfect on Friday night. Like, at least we gave out something that there was no way Austin could have screwed that one perfect night.
Damn, I forgot about that legendary graphic right there. Can we see that one again?
So that's big time.
Oh, man, that's good stuff. Jesus, things are happening. Everything I should have never asked. Let's go to the big three here, Dre.
That was great stuff.
We shall start with yours. I don't even remember what our big wins were on Friday.
Well, I went double Jokic. I went full-blown double Jokic, which is why we're starting with mine. And we are going a double-double Jokic here. Not to be confused with other Jokic props that could be in play. And actually, to prevent such confusion, I won't go any further with double-double punts, but I could for days, Ryan. Getting Jokic, though, over 25.5 at minus 117. There's no simpler way to explain this prop than as I did in leg one. We have a simple strategy with Jokic. If he's going against the team that's going to double him, we're going to hammer the over on assist. If he's going against the team that's going to single him up, we're going to hammer the points. Right now, he's unstoppable. He's probably the best player in the world. More on that later. So, yeah, over 25.5, easy money against Domantas Sabonis. Doesn't concern me in the slightest. Then I'm going to the NHL, where we have Artemi Panarin, the star for the New York Rangers. He'd been out a couple weeks. Now he's back. They're facing off against the Philadelphia Flyers team that just can't figure things out, struggling with injuries, struggling in goal, just not playing up to their potential. Rangers as a dog here. They played really nice in a little weekend matinee in Panarin's first game back. I think they're going to catch the Flyers, and at plus money, I really think that's a nice value bet. I think there's also some nice value on Panarin shots and other props. And then Brady Tkachuk. Look, he's third in the league in shots on goal in the NHL at minus 139 for him to go over 3.5. He's gone over 10 of the last 15. He's averaging well over 4. And in the last 3 games this season against Vancouver, the only 3 games he's played against Vancouver, he went 5.3 shots per game. And on top of that, you've got the fact that this is going to be a really high-scoring game against the Canucks. The over-under set at 6.5 goals here. So you expect a lot of goals. I expect a lot of shots from Brody, as we affectionately know him. Nice value bets here, Ryan. Not a coincidence. Last few big threes, both of us finding much better value. Nothing over minus 150.
Yeah, we've been really nailing the value recently on the big three. And when you combine value picks with wins, everyone's happy.
Correct. Yes.
But you know what I was thinking recently about taking bad value picks and losing? sometimes it feels more painful, like you took a minus 200 and lost.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just think like it's the exact same.
Yeah.
I still just lost a unit. So like I don't feel any worse about it.
Yeah. That's true.
All right. Let's go on to my big three here. Also, shout out to Megs 303 here, tuning in to get some dubs.
Legend.
And we've got him here. So Dre and I have one overlapper tonight. It is Nikola Jokic over 25.5 points. He's the best player in the world. It's that's just who he is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going MPJ over 7.5 rebounds. This has hit 4 out of the last 5. We call him Michael Power Forward Jr. He's a totally different player, in my opinion, when he plays at that position. I can't imagine the Nuggets messing with this, as they've won 5 out of 6, I believe, with him starting there. So to me, this is a no-brainer. They keep him out there. When he plays enough minutes, he gets a double-double. That's just what happens. Yeah. So there you go. MPJ over 7.5. And that's set low to me. I think he's actually had over 10 in 3 out of the last 5, I want to say. So I love the room for correction you have there. And then another rebounds prop here. We're going Russell Westbrook. This is your classic matchup prop. I love matchup-based props. This one, Russell Westbrook has gone over 10 rebounds in 9 out of his last 10 games against the Milwaukee Bucks. For him, I just think it's pretty simple. If it's a big game, he's going to go for big boards, and that's what he has an opportunity to do tonight against the Bucks. So 8.5 rebounds. I would venture to guess he gets closer to 13 than he does to 8.
He's got big boards, and we've got big boards. Ryan, it wasn't available in the early part of the day. What up, Nick? But it is now. Nikola Jokic, top point scorer in this game, plus 100.
Okay. Do they have did you notice on Friday night, out of nowhere, there was player prop parlays available on the Nuggets?
Have I noticed? Yeah, I noticed, and they're there for the entire NBA.
Are they there tonight?
They are there tonight, but
because they weren't there on Saturday.
They're only there for select games and players. I'm not seeing anything on the Nuggets. But
so
I mean,
kind of have to be like a featured game.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny. They've got anything from 16 plus points and a win to double and a win, or 29 plus points and a win.
Yeah.
But the players change. 16 plus points, you're looking at Kelly Oubre. 29 plus points, you're looking at LeBron James. So those are fun. That's definitely a section of the book I've been checking out more.
Yeah. They had double and Nuggets win for the Nuggets on Friday night. And, I was talking with our guy D-Line, and it's just like, if the Nuggets win, Jokic is getting a double-double. So this is just betting on the Nuggets money line, basically.
Yep. Exactly.
So that was fun. That was a fun one.
Ryan, but plus 100 though, when Jokic is so far and away the highest, total set on his points, is really nice value.
It is nice value. Like the question, I asked you the same question on Friday. We ended up just taking the points. Yeah. But do you take 17 points of value here by saying if Jokic scores 26, he's going to be the leading point scorer in the game?
Right. I don't know. I almost think the safer bet tonight is top scorer, because on this sheet, the only other player to even have their points prop set at over 20 is Jamal Murray, and Jamal Murray doesn't necessarily scare me. I'm more scared by, I don't know, a random Will Barton or Michael Porter Jr. night.
I'll go back to what I said the other night. The only reason I don't like taking this bet is it causes you to bet against to root against the other Nuggets. Like if Jamal comes out and hits 3 straight threes at the beginning of the game, you're gonna be like, damn it, he's hot tonight. Like this sucks. So I'd rather just take his points and give him a lot of time to get there. I think on Friday he only had like 10 at half. Maybe it was more than that. I don't remember. But I felt like, he's still going to hit this because they're going to need him late because it's going to be a close game. That's what happened. And he cashed his over on that game-winning 3.
Yeah, that was really nice. I see Austin's question. Whenever you'll allow, I've got a choose your own adventure shots on goal parlay for tonight.
Okay, we will get to that in a sec. First, I want to get to a shout out to our friends at DraftKings Sportsbook, where you can get a sign-up bonus up to $1,000 when you use the code DNVR. Of course, that is only at DraftKings Sportsbook, and yes, it is a sign-up bonus up to $1,000 when you use the code DNVR. There's also just so many great promotions coming up for March Madness, and I'm happy to report that our good friend Johnny Avello of DraftKings Sportsbook will be joining us on Wednesday's show to preview the NCAA tournament. So 4 o'clock Wednesday, we're going to talk to Johnny A, our guy, Johnny Vegas, and see what he has to say about everything they've got going on for the tournament. Really, really excited to do that. Excuse me. So again, DraftKings Sportsbook, sign a bonus up to $1,000. Of course, you must be 21 or older. Colorado only. Bonus comprised of a first deposit bonus and a first bet match, each up to $500. Deposit bonus requires a 25x playthrough and restrictions do apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. Liam West here with some great advice in the comments. He says, safe bet. Don't bet on the Rockies when they play the Dodgers. Yeah, the Rockies playing the Dodgers in spring training today and getting waxed, as one would assume.
Yeah, it was actually on my TV, and I had a very, very rough sense of reality returning to me with that one. Yeah,
that's okay. All right, let's go to the dilemma, and we'll finish with the choose your own adventure parlay. So, Dre, I have really sad news because I thought I had created the single most perfect way to regain the lost value on Nikola Jokic. I was so excited about this.
Instead,
it's not. You can't do it.
Yeah.
In fact, you can't parlay Nikola Jokic to win MVP with anything involving the Nuggets, which completely makes sense because they won't let us parlay things that are reliant on each other. And of course, the better the Nuggets play, the better chances Nikola Jokic has to win MVP. But just hear me out on this, Dre.
Yeah.
Jokic to win MVP parlayed with the Nuggets to win the Northwest Division. Plus 4,400. Now, again, they are 6 games back of the Jazz.
Yeah, and the Jazz of all teams are the ones that the betting public, I think would assume aren't going to get caught up.
I know, which is why I think I'm just going to take it on its own. I want to take the Nuggets to win the Northwest Division. I think they are trending up, whereas the Jazz are trending down, and I think that this could probably come down to the last week of the season.
Wow. That's gutsy. You could parlay either with some of these options we're giving out. So one of my first leanings, I think this is a good one. It's a futures with futures parlay. One I threw out already, and you've already disapproved of, is parlaying this with Gonzaga to win the title.
No.
And you just aren't a Gonzaga believer. You think it's in their DNA to choke come March.
Okay, so there's this like narrative out there that Gonzaga is a blue blood, and it's because they're good. They're good every year. But to me, a blue blood is someone who is making the Final Four multiple times per decade, whereas Gonzaga, I believe, has made the Final Four once. And they did it in 2016, 2017. They lost in the championship game. They've never won a national title. So everyone loves Gonzaga. They're always this fun. They're America's team. They never follow through. And this might be their best team ever, and I still have no faith in them to not blow it. It's just certain things are controlled by the universe.
Okay, fair enough. I think that'd be a decent bet. I'm also, you can go by conference to win. The Big 12, I'm big on the Big 12. I think there are a lot of contenders in there. You could parlay it with that. One future that's got my interest peak is the Avs plus 750 to win the Stanley Cup. That would put this at plus 2,450. And hear me out, Ryan. If we're looking for another nice buyout situation, I think the Avs, who, yes, they've only moved from plus 700 in the preseason to plus 750, so barely anything. But they are now, rather than being the favorite in the preseason, they're now the fourth shortest odds. I think that's only going to improve. I just think the Avs are going to go on a run here, and they're just going to get healthy and really start beating up on some teams. And, the buyout on this, could really look nice in like 2 weeks to a month. Yeah.
That's nice. I'm a little. It feels like when you make parlays, the buyouts aren't as easy to come by. Do you notice that as well?
On futures?
Yes. Just anything, honestly. When there's a parlay, it feels like they're waiting for one shoe to drop before they worry about if the other one is going to.
Yeah, it's true. It's really like timing needs to work out for you on those parlay buyouts.
That's what I mean. Like, unfortunately, on Saturday night, by halftime of the CSU game, you knew it wasn't going to happen for them.
Yeah.
But that was right around the same time the Buffs game was finishing. And so DraftKings already knew that your parlay likely wasn't going to hit. The buyout was way down. If the CSU game hadn't started until after the Buffs had already won, then you would have had a nice, juicy buyout waiting for you that you could have taken. Timing is really everything when it comes to these buyouts.
Yeah.
So I'd be interested to see how exactly that would work in terms of the buyout. If the Avs go on a run, the Nuggets go on a run, Jokic becomes the favorite for MVP, the Avs become the favorite for the Cup.
Right.
I think you would get a buyout option in that case.
You absolutely would. I mean, you're getting buyouts right now for Jokic. I've had good buyouts when you buy in at a good value on team futures. Of course, I'm always dumb to not take those. I've parlayed this with my basketball team, the Milan basketball team, to win the EuroLeague at plus 800. I think they're being dangerously undervalued as they are now the second seed. So I've got that going. Well, I had another option here that I'm blanking on. Oh man,
you losing it?
Yeah,
okay. What was the odds on Jokic and Avs to win?
2450, Ryan.
You have my attention.
That's the best play here.
What about? No, it's too late for that. Wow, I'm kind of surprised. Oh wait, that's the Richard Trophy. I'm looking at NHL awards.
I know.
Leading goal
So
scorer.
many of those injuries have really
interesting. Your boy, Austin Matthews, the favorite to win the Rocket Richard for most goals.
I mean, he's killing it.
He is killing it.
Like, see, another one I was going to think was going to Europe, like to win the Champions League, Manchester City or Bayern Munich. You could parlay them. But none are going to give you the value of a plus 750 Avs to win the Cup. And if Avs to win the Cup is too aggressive for you, I think, to win the division could be decent value. To make the finals rather than to win the finals is decent value.
To reach the finals, plus 325.
Yeah.
Speaking of, let me check. You talked about the division. Let me check my Avs to win the division. Wow, the buyout has dropped significantly on Avs to win the division. That's kind of surprising.
Yeah, because the Knights are the favorite there at plus 105. In fact, to reach the finals where the Avs are plus 325, it's probably the better route here. Oh, for some reason that cannot be parlayed. The division or the Stanley Cup can, but that one can't.
Oh, weird. Yeah. So let me just look here at the division.
A little computer glitch.
This is interesting. I'm actually surprised. I still think Avs to win the division is pretty good value. They're 3 points back right now of Vegas, 25-18.
Austin here saying, how about parlaying Joker with the Jazz winning the division and then single the Nuggets winning the division? Possible win either way. And then, of course, he says, FYI, would hate having the Jazz win the Nuggets.
I mean, that is an option. It just doesn't. It feels. I don't know. It feels weird to me.
Yeah,
Not in the sense that, like, I think part of Jokic winning the MVP is going to be this Nuggets comeback to win the division, get a top 4 seed in the playoffs. You know, that whole thing. Now, they could get a top 4 seed without passing the Jazz. I just really think the Jazz are due for some serious regression to the mean.
Absolutely. Man, but Jokic MVP just looks so nice.
What do you like between Jokic MVP, Avs to win the cup, 24.50, or simply just Nuggets to win the division plus 1,400? Because to me, I feel like Nuggets to win the division is
They're already plus 1,400 to win the division?
To win the division, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
Oh.
So that is what I like there. Oh, and something that we talked about on the last was it the last episode of Three Ring Circus? No, two episodes ago of Three Ring Circus, we asked Nikki Javala about the Broncos signing Ronald Darby, cornerback, and they did it.
Outstanding.
I actually like him. I like Darby. It's my instant reaction for you.
That is my instant reaction is that's a bit of a change from a lot of the corners they've been going after, which is intriguing.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I personally like it. Okay, back to the bets. You could also do, I know you're surrounding this around Jokic to win MVP, but again, I think part of that charge is going to be the Nuggets really making a run here. So, Avs to win the cup, Nuggets to win the division, plus 12,650.
Plus 12,000, you're telling me?
Plus 12,650. Oh, by the way, did we hit 2 out of 3 on our futures? Oh, no, we didn't. If the Buffs would have won the conference tournament, we would have hit 2 out of 3. And it would have been Press Virginia that let us down.
That was so rough. That was so rough.
I am going to I'm just saying this now. Forget the parlay. I'm taking Nuggets to win the division today.
Yeah. Look, it's probably not going to happen. I don't think this team's just playing great basketball.
I think the best is yet to come.
I do think Jokic is the best player in the NBA. Is that going to happen? We're relying on other people actually crediting a Denver Nuggets player for doing something.
I wish I could bet on like Jokic to be best player in the league, but not win MVP.
That's minus 1,000, my man.
Yeah.
That one's already done for you. Choose your own adventure.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Before we end here, I want to circle back to the big three because a lot of people tuning in today are probably like, this is what these guys do. They just make ridiculous parlays on this show.
I never thought of that.
So we'll circle back to the big three. Oh, yeah. Here's my big three. Jokic over 25.5, MPJ over 7.5 rebounds, Russell Westbrook over 8.5 rebounds. Those are the serious picks of the night.
Yes, and I have Jokic as well, the Rangers money line, and Brady Tkachuk over 3.5 shots.
Okay.
Yes, that's worth mentioning. And we talked Nuggets. I mean, we talked odds for Jokic. I think the best prop outside of Jokic over points is Jokic top scorer at plus 100. Who is historically good against the Pacers on the Nuggets. We'd
No
have to
one
go
popped
back.
out to me on that.
Yeah, they only play twice a year too.
Yeah, exactly. No one. We didn't have a great matchup prop there. I'll always let you know if I see a good matchup prop.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Choose your own adventure. NHL shots on goal parlay to finish out the show. Dre, take me to the promised land.
Yeah, so we're going to start with Blackhawks Panthers. This is where you choose your adventure. Do you want Barkov, who plays for the better team, and you're getting at -177, or DeBrincat -167? Barkov's been the better option lately, and he's a guy I really trust, especially in that better matchup. So
Do you want
he's
El Perro or El Gato?
Exactly, but you have the choice. That's where it becomes a choose your own adventure here. If you wanted David Pasternak, I'd allow it, but that's not my first choice. I'm going Artemi Panarin then in the next game. That's Rangers taking on the Flyers again. I'm big on.
So wait, Rangers taking on the Fly. Oh, you said Pasternak, but that's Bruins Penguins.
Right.
Okay,
I can only
so
have one
Panarin
per game.
over 2.5.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Then you go to the next game where you get Brady Tkachuk, of course. And then you could be tempted by Tyler Toffoli. I'm going to stay away. You could be tempted by Matthew Tkachuk. I'm going to stay away. I'm going to close it out with Max Pacioretty.
Max Patch.
4-legger with some real heavy hitters, some real trusted folks like Barkov, Brody, and Pacioretty. Plus you add Panarin, who I'm big in tonight's game. Only time he's played the Flyers this season. 8 shots on goal. And last year, when he faced off against the Flyers, 3.3 shots per game. You get all that 4-legger plus 712.
Whoa, plus 712.
Yeah.
Plus 712. That gets me hyped.
Might warrant even a half unit, though, of course. A half unit is not a sprinkle. I warn you all of that often.
A half unit is a sprinkle.
Indeed it is, yes. Yes, correct.
But I like this one a lot, so
there you go.
I might I don't know, I might be a little more aggressive than that.
I like it.
All right. Dre, that I believe wraps it up for us today. We got aggressive today. But there's always the big three if you're feeling like going safe, which of course we're in on as well. I am going to go hit Nuggets to win the division and see what happens.
Yeah, now I feel like I need to do that or I'm going to be left out. Oh boy. I need to watch some Ronald Darby film. So
3 years, 30 million.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's a lot.
Yeah. I like it. All right. We will talk to you guys later. Have a good rest of your day and go win those bets.